Hello, dear students. Very pleasant good morning to you all. Though I am not able to see you all physically, right in front of me, I can see all of you in my mind, and I visualize that as I teach, I uh, find all of you, I recognize your face. So, how are you in this fine morning? Hope all of you are keeping fine and doing well. Yes, dear students, to receive more class from the previous class, today we are going to focus our attention on Act 4, Scene 1. It is again a revision class. Already have taught you test number 345 to 400. That is what we are going to learn. And the characters present in this particular scene are our Bassanio, Graciano, Porciano and Duke. Of course, Shylock is also there. Then the location is a courtroom in Venice, and the context is the trial scene, the trial that is taking place in the court of Venice. So, in our previous class, we have learned, especially on page number 326 and test number 340, Portia told Shylock, you can take 1 pound of flesh from Antonio. There is no problem. But at the same time, you cannot shed 1 drop of blood as it is not mentioned in the bond. So here the table turned against our Shylock, and he was in a difficult situation. And more than that, Portia also told him that you can take the flesh, cut the flesh in one time. And if the flesh is more or less even at the thickness or the breadth of a single hair, if it is more or less, then what is going to happen to you? You will be killed, and more than that, your entire property will be confiscated, forcibly taken to the court of Venice. That is the place where we have stopped. And hearing this, our Graciano got so excited, and he started using the same phrase which was told by Shylock, telling that a second Daniel, a Daniel Jew, now infidel, I have thee on the hip. Now I have got hold of your hip. Now I am not going to leave you, Portia. Why does the Jew pause? Why are you waiting? Take thy forfeiture, take thy penalty. Portia is asking, why are you waiting, Shylock? You take your penalty, 1 pound of flesh. Shylock, give my principal and let me go. Principal means base amount. So Shylock finds that the things are turning against him. He finally asks for the principal sum, the base sum, that is 3,000 ducats. Bassanio, I have it ready for thee. Here it is. Again, Bassanio is offering that 3,000 ducats. Portia, he has refused it in the open court as it was given right in front of the open court. Shylock had refused to accept this one. He shall have merely justice and his bond. Now he is going to get any money. He is going to get justice and only the bond. Only the bond means that is 1 pound of flesh from the heart of from the heart of Antonio, that also without shedding a single drop of Christian blood. What a verdict, isn't it? Graciano, or Daniel, still I say a second Daniel. I thank thee, Jew, for teaching me that word. Now, actually, Daniel, a great Daniel, a second Daniel, all those phrases were used by our Shylock by seeing the spectacular judgment of Portia. Now, as the things have turned against our Shylock, he says, now this same phrase is used by our Graciano. Shylock, shall I not have barely my principal? Shall I not even get my base sum of 3,000 ducats? Portia, thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture. No, you are not going to get even the base amount of 3,000 ducats. You are going to get only the penalty, that is 1 pound of flesh that to be so taken at thy peril due. Peril means at the risk. At your risk you can take. What is the risk here? Risk of not shedding any drop of blood, but he needs to cut 1 pound of flesh. What a wonderful statement. So, Shiloh, why then the devil give him good of it? Okay, why then? In that case, let devil take care of him. I will stay no longer question. I don't want to listen any more question. I am going back. Now Portia, tarry Jew. Tarry means pause, wait there. He was about to leave, then Portia stops him saying that the law hath yet another hold on you. The law has another hold on you. It is enacted in the laws of Venice. It is enacted, it is given, that is decreed, it is written in the law of Venice. If it be proved against an alien, a stranger, a foreigner, that by direct or indirect attempts he seek the life of any citizen, the party against the which he doth contrive shall seize 1/2 his goods, the other half comes to the privy coffer of the state. And if the offender's life lies in the mercy of the Duke only against all other voice, in which predicament I say thou standest, for it appears my manifest proceeding that indirectly and directly thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant, and thou hast incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. Down therefore and beg mercy of the Duke. So Portia stops Shiloh again, telling that in the law of Venice it is written that if a stranger, if a foreigner tries to take the life of another person directly or indirectly, in that case that person's property will be taken and given to the defendant, to the person, and the other half will be taken to the privy coffer, that is to the state treasury of Venice. And the life of that person totally depended on the mercy of Duke. Therefore, it is proved that you have contrived, you have plotted against Antonio and tried to take away his life. What is going to you? Or what is going to happen to you? That means half of your property will be given to Antonio, and the other half will be taken and given to the coffer. That is private. That is a privy coffer. That means the public treasury of Venice, and your life totally depends on the mercy of Duke. Therefore, kneel down before the Duke and ask forgiveness from Duke so that your life can be saved. So, Gratiano, beg that thou mayest have leave to hang thyself. Beg yourself so that you can hang yourself. You can kill yourself, and yet the wealth being forfeit to the state, and your wealth being taken to the state, thou hast not left the value of a cord. You won't be having even the value of a cord. Cord means a halter, a rope that is used to hang a criminal. Therefore, thou must be hanged at the state's charge. So, as you don't have even, when your wealth property is taken by the court, then you won't even have the value of a cord, a halter, a rope, and that's be charged by the state. Therefore, you kneel down before Duke and ask so that you can kill yourself. Otherwise, you should be hanged, killed at the expense of the state. What a wonderful statement again. Our Duke is saying that thou shalt see the difference of our spirit. Now, Shiloh, you will see the difference of your mind and our mind, your spirit and our spirit. You remember, dear students, when Duke had asked Shiloh, requested Shiloh to show mercy, He told no, absolutely no. He was adamantly sticking to the bond of 1 pound flesh. So Duke became very helpless. Now Shylock is going to be shown mercy by Duke. That is the difference of the mind of Duke and Shylock. That thou shalt see the difference of our spirit. I pardon thee thy life before thou ask it. Even before you ask, I pardon your life. I forgive your sins. For half thy will it is Antonio's. Because as half of the money is half of your wealth is to be given to Antonio, and the other half is to be given to the public treasury of Venice. Yes, I forgive your life. The other half comes to the general state, which humbleness made right unto a fine. As a fine, half of your wealth and property will be taken to the state treasury, and the other half will be given to public. Yes, Portia. Yes, for the state, not for Antonio. Yes, it is for state, not for Antonio. Shiloh. Nay, take my life and all, pardon not that. No, take all the things and you don't have to pardon. You take my house when you do take the prop. Prop means what? The supporting pillar in which a house is supported. The main pillar of a house which supports the entire house. So, what was the main support of Shylock's life? His wealth, his property. So he says that if you take the main support of my life, that is, if you take away the total wealth of me, then you automatically brings down my house, you brings down my life, or you kill me. So, nay, take my life and all, pardon not that. You take my house when you do take the props. That doth sustain my house, you take my life when you do take the means whereby I live. So, Shylock is saying that when you take my wealth, then automatically you kill me, because you are going to take the thing that sustains my life. So, when you do take the means whereby I live. Portia. What mercy can you render him, Antonio? Now Portia is saying, what kindness you can show. See, Portia also had asked, Antonio had requested, Duke had requested Shylock to show mercy, but no, he did not accept all those things. Now, Portia even asked our Shylock, what mercy, what kindness you can show. Then he says that, Gershano interferes and says, a halter great is nothing else for God's sake. Antonio, don't show any mercy except give him a halter. You know what is a halter? We have already learned that one. A rope, hanging rope that is used to hang a criminal. Yes, Antonio. So please, my lord, the duke and all the court, to quit the fine for one half of his goods. I am content. I am really thank you for giving me one half of his property. So he shall let me have the other half in use. So he should allow me the half of the thing. He should allow me to use that one. Dear friends, again you have to remember, Antonio is not asking to give that money for him. No, he is planning something else. What is his plan? To give half of this property to his daughter Jessica and her husband Lorenzo. Yes, to the other half in use to render it upon his death unto the gentleman that lately stole his daughter. Two things provided more. Two more things he needs. Two more things. And for this favor, he presently become a Christian. He needs to become a Christian immediately. The other, that he do record a gift here in the court of all he dies possess upon his son Lorenzo and his daughter. So he is saying that what he is saying, what Antonio is saying. So, thank you. First, in the initial part, our Antonio thanks, give thanks to the court, telling him, thank you for giving me half of the property or the wealth of our Shiloh. But he says that I don't want that one. That should be given to his daughter and her husband. He says that two requests I have. Immediately he needs to become a Christian. Second one, he also make a draft document right in front of the court which states that after his death, with whatever property and wealth he dies, that should be transferred or given to Jessica and her husband. This is my thing, this is the kindness that I can show to our Shiloh. Who says? Antonio says. So what a wonderful statement again here. So two things provided more, that for this favor he presently became a Christian, the other that he do record a gift here in the court of all he dies possess upon unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter. Look at reference number 402. Draw up a legal document called deed of gift for the assignment of property. All he dies possess, all that he owns when he dies. So that is the thing. Then our Duke is saying that he shall do this, or else I do rescind the pardon that I late pronounce here. He will do it immediately, otherwise I will take back the pardon which I have already given to our Shiloh. Portia, art thou contented, Jew? What dost thou say? Are you satisfied now, Jew? Finally, in a sarcastic way, Portia asked Shiloh, are you satisfied, Shiloh? Thus, how to say? Shiloh, I am content. Yes, I am satisfied. Portia, clerk, draw a deed of gift. Make a document. Draw a deed of gift. Make a document. Who is this clerk? Nerissa. Yes, Shiloh, I pray you, give me leave to go from hence. I ask, please allow me to go from here. I am not well. Send the deed after me and I will sign it. Please let me go from here and send the deeds after me and I will sign it. You, get thee gone, but do it. Get thee gone, do it. And Graciano, in Christianing means baptizing, you shall thou have two godfathers. You should have two godfathers. So, godfathers are those people who help a baby to grow in Christian faith. That is a custom in religious Christian religion. In Christianing means making a Christian, shall thou have two godfathers. Had I been judged, thou shouldst have had 10 more. If I were the judge, I would have arranged 10 more judges to bring thee to the gallows. I would have called a group of jury to decide your case and send you to gallows. That means to the platform of death where a criminal is hanged, not unto the font. I would have, if I were the judge, I would have led you to the gallows and I would have killed you than leading you to the font. Font is the place where a child is baptized to Christian religion by pouring water, holy water on the head. That is, look at reference number 414, then you will understand. In Christianing godfathers, when a man is admitted to the Christian faith by baptism with water, he has two godfathers who are responsible to see that the baptized person grows up as a good Christian. Godfathers was also a funny name for the members of a jury, a body of 12 men who were needed to pass a sentence on a criminal. It is allured here that a jury of 12 would have condemned Shiloh to death instead of making him a Christian. Font 416, bowl on a raised platform containing holy water for the ceremony of baptism. Then 417, entry in white. So dear students, we have completed this particular class here, and remember what we have learned. What was the second hold of law with our Shylock, that is on page number 27, test number 360. And final, what is the thing that, what is the kindness our Duke has shown to Shylock, and also what is the kindness Antonio has shown to Shylock. Alright. So, hope you have understood the class. Please watch the video 1 or 2 times and make notes of the things. Listen to 3 times. Things will be clear for you. And make a summary of this particular class in your own sentence. So, in case of any doubt, please try to contact me again. Until we meet again with live and Zoom class and video class. Goodbye to you. Take care. Thank you. Once again, this is what we have learned. Please go through these things. The entire thing is shortened here. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.